Hi everybody, glad that you're here. This is footage from the latest 4K dash camera with rear module by Onreal. Yes, you've heard it right, it's 4K, a great chance to find out whether the non-premium car DVR makers are ready for that big step up. Welcome to the Tech for All channel, I'm Michael, and this is a YouTube channel where we inspect cool tech. If you like the idea, consider subscribing. This episode is focused on presenting you the high-end dash camera from the portfolio of the Chinese company called Onreal, and it can record 4K from the main unit and also has a rear module operating at 1080p. It's been very exciting to test this dash camera, because for almost 2 years I haven't seen something which comes close to the quality provided by the Blackvue DR900s, a module that I keep installed in the car no matter what. So, besides checking the hardware and software of the Onreal 4K dashcam, you will see a lot of footage, including a side-by-side test with the mentioned high-end car DVR by Blackvue. Let's go now for the unboxing, and do not forget that this is so far the most expensive device by Onreal at a price of around $200, which is quite a lot, even for a dual cam dash camera, but still the price is well undercutting devices with similar tech specs. The so-called M1 model is well packed. I can't say the package is premium, but the experience is above average, and we are of course more interested in what is inside. We notice that the charging cable is mini USB based. There also is a long cable for the rear module, guaranteeing you won't have any issues mounting it, even on long-based vehicles. This is the rear cam module, which is waterproof and can withstand rain and snow. The charger provides 2.5 amps output. For the sake of testing, I've tried a charger with less output and the cameras worked fine. Most interesting is of course the main unit, and this is how it looks like, rather discreet, but not too small at the same time. On the top, the AV connector for the rear module, on the side, a mini USB port and a mini HDMI port, and the micro SD slot is on the other side. Supported are cards up to 128 gigs, which combined with the H.265 encoding means that you can store a few full days worth of recordings, especially if you don't use the highest resolution. The 2.4-inch display is non-touch and menu navigation is button-based. On the inside, a high silicon chipset, the same that we got with the reviewed back in the summer action camera by Onreal, paired with an 8-megapixel OmniVision sensor. Optics is 6-layered with 1x1.8 aperture with 2 micrometer pixel size. Said in easy words, expectations for the video quality are rather high, especially in daylight. Since we've just inspected the whole kit and we know the specs, let's take a look at the installation. It is done via a suction mount and you have the freedom to place it anywhere. Recommended is to avoid the view line of sight and to find a place on the windshield which is not going to disturb or distract you while driving. Meaning that this spot in front of the driver, as I'm doing here, is not the optimal positioning. But it's easy to film, so that's how the installation works. Put the suction cup, then using the lock mechanism tighten and the camera is installed. Next, you need to gently find a discreet way for the cable from the car cigar lighter to the base unit, and the same exercise with the cable for the rear module. The dashcam could operate with the front unit only, but using the rear one has a lot of advantages. Installation is easy. You can mount it even with adhesive, or if you prefer something more durable, use the provided screws. Connect to the base unit and you can now adjust the angle. Pretty easy, and the big plus is that there's no extra wiring needed. If you want the dashcam to automatically light up and show you what's on the back when the reverse gear is on, make sure to connect the red cable to the positive wire of the reverse gear light on the car. One could say that using the rear cam module, it is almost identical to getting a parking sensor. Having mounted the dashcam, things are pretty easy. It automatically starts together with the car and the recording begins. If the storage gets full, the algorithm deletes the latest entry, and that means that there's no need for you to manually do anything. Of course, the more enthusiastic people like me and you may want to fine-tune some of the menus, and here we are scrolling up and down the features you can change. Each of the modules has resolution. Configuration may go as low as 720p and go as high as 4K. I've of course tested mostly the highest resolution because wanted to see how good it is in real life scenario and also whether the unit will overheat. Nothing like that. You will notice that there's a parking surveillance feature in the menus, and that gets triggered by the G sensor, which is the not so reliable kind of parking monitor, but let's say it's just alright. I was surprised to see even an option for distortion correction. It is great to see a not overly expensive dashcam that can mask the annoying fisheye effect from the wide-angle lens. And you can enable this for the rear module too. So, in short, the menus are really good and functional, with a few features that come as a nice surprise. The dashcam is equipped with a Wi-Fi module and has a smartphone app. I can't say this is the best smartphone app in the world, but is at least something. Copying directly from the microSD card is the quickest way to get your files, and since there's an integrated GPS, you can get a lot of information from these files, and there are a few softwares that can let you view these data on Windows. As for video quality, the footage looks fantastic in daylight. In H.265, the bitrate is around 30 megabit per second, which is a great achievement, and there's a lot of detail in the 4K footage. My biggest concern, the low-light footage, was actually fine too, although I was hoping for a little brighter picture. Time for the audio test with this fabulous 4K dash camera. Yeah, it's still rare to see 4K dash cameras, so that's why we pay extra attention. And this is the quality of the microphone. My current speed is about 40 kilometers per hour, which is around 30 miles per hour. And yeah, that's the kind of quality you could expect from the microphone. And so, here we are. About time to make a conclusion. Tell me how you like the Onreal M1 in the comment section below. I think it is a good dashcam and delivers very good quality for its price tag. It's not a top-end device, but is so far the best that Onreal have released, and certainly an excellent choice if you want 4K in the car and at the same time not to pay way too much. If you plan to get this item, please support the channel by using the purchase link shown in the description, and you can find a nice discount code as well. Thanks a lot for visiting my channel, and hope to see you again in a few days when I plan to publish my next video. And now, have a great day!